Happy Monday, everybody. The album's out. It's been out for a week, and it's been a really good week as well. Lots to celebrate. Just getting anything out. If you put things out yourself, you know how difficult a process it is to get something out. Not only time consuming, but, you know, mental battery consuming it is to get something done, get it out. So it's always such a relief to have it out. The response has been amazing too. I've had some really nice vanity metrics in the last week, including hitting 1,000 subs on YouTube. Hello, everyone. It's really nice. We bounced right up and hit that 1,000 mark. And that's the reason that's substantial is because it's one of the prerequisites to have your channel monetized. So got to get my watch hours up now, so I'm going to figure out some ways to do that, get this thing monetized. I don't know if people make money on YouTube anymore. I don't care. It's not something I'm factoring in. But it'd be nice if on a good month a few dollars appeared here and there. On that note, massive thank you to everyone who joined one of the temples this month. I've got a subscription thing on Bandcamp and I got a Patreon as well. I call them the temple. And look, guys, those monthly contributions add up. Thank you so much. Really do. $5 a month on your end, but I'll tell you what, I'm perpetually in debt trying to get these things built and made, and it's nice to almost be out of debt so quickly after the release of something too. So I can feel that that's all growing. Like I can feel the growth this time around. So I'm feeling really good. I think I've released 6 albums now. There's like, the deity stuff, but in my old band Tabara, we did a bunch as well. This is by far the most fulfilling, like musically and artistically fulfilling thing I've ever done. I pretty much just filled the whole album with stuff that I loved, even though I knew, you put too many quiet parts in a metal album and the reviews, you see it reflected in the reviews. Metalhead's like a thing. Metalhead's like a thing. And good luck trying to convince them about dynamics. Yeah, and unfortunately, like non-metal musical blogs really don't give a shit about the M word at all. So, all the reviews are going to be from metal blogs, and there's a lot of silence and quiet moments in the album. So I'm seeing that reflected in the reviews, but it's interesting because the community of friends I have around that I send my stuff to ask them what they think, their favorite parts are the dynamic parts. So you can't win. Just fill it with what you love. If you're an artistic person and you're making things, just fill it with what you love. You get the best response anyway. Pandering will get you nowhere. Look at Disney. Anyway, 1,000 subs on YouTube, that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. 2,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. It's a nice vanity metric. I've never hit 2,000 before. It's nice to be in the quadruple figures. Before the album, I was at 400, so it's quadrupled. And the followers has gone up, so hopefully they're keepers. You get that monthly listener thing. It's dice. This is why I call them vanity metrics. You can't hitch your esteem to them, otherwise you're destined to have a real bad time at life. I mean, look at poor Taylor Swift. She dipped beneath 1 billion monthly listeners this month, so I'm sure that was shattering for her. Yeah, so the reviews are in, they're coming in, and they are what they are. I've released a lot of albums, and I've had amazing reviews, and it means nothing, and I've had scathing reviews on my stuff in the past, and it's meant nothing. So really, I feel like it's just a form of community building. I like these bloggers. Eden at Heavy Blog is a really nice dude, and Cartha over at Mostly Metal, lovely. Ari's at metalheads.de, one of my earliest supporters. Yeah, great people, and I love the work that they do. It's I've had some people come out of the woodwork wanting to support, and that's been lovely as well. Actually, here's a lesson for you. I had this cat get in my DMs. And the moral of the story is to read the full message before you commit. So he's like, "Hey, I'm such and such, and I used to have this this YouTube channel, and I just went like, obviously I didn't even finish reading the message. I was like, let's fucking see let's see the numbers before I read. And I searched this old YouTube channel and I was like, oh wow, 30,000 subscribers. That's awesome. Didn't read the rest of the message. Was like, hey, I've got this video I haven't put out yet. Little clip of just Storm Temple, one of the tracks on the album. You can have it, put it out. Thank you very much. And then I read the rest of the message and it was like, but I've started my new channel. And I went to that and it was like 100 subscribers, no views. I was like, ah. But yeah, it was quite funny. I sent him the video and whatnot. I was like, you know. And then he was like, yeah, man, I'm proud to help support you. And I was like, yeah, thanks. But, you know, maybe he was the mastermind behind that massive channel. Who knows? I guess we'll find out. It's not my place. It's not my place to ask these questions. But I don't know. That's what life's like down here on the old bottom rung. Like, there's a lot of people just trying to get something started. Looks like I'm going to be on another podcast next week. And again, it's like, I don't know who the onus is on. Like, it's just that you get in their DMs and ask me if I want to be on your podcast. I say yes. Surely that means you go, yeah, cool, I'm free on these times. Does any of that work for you? Not just, hey, do you want to be on my podcast? Yes. And then nothing until I prompt, hey, what time? It's what life is like. Sometimes you look around, you're like, ah, yes. I see why some of us just circle it. Anyway, I digress. We'll get it done. I'm sure my invite onto Theo Von's podcast is lost in the spam folder somewhere. I'm not going to take up too much of your time today, but one thing I'll put to you for a little bit of juice, a little bit of meat. Look, this interesting thing, came across it the other day about, it was a self-help thing. I love the self-help stuff, but it was all about asking yourself the right questions. And it posed two questions. It's like, what would you do in life if you knew you would succeed? So write that down or have a think about that. Like, maybe just the first thought that comes to your head. What would you do in life knowing it would succeed? And I found that really interesting because the answer was just pretty much the stuff that I'm doing. The second question was even more fascinating because it was, the question was, what would you do in life knowing you'd fail? And I was very interested with what came into I'm not going to bore you with what came into my head because that'd be like telling you about a dream I had. Like, it's not important to you. What's important to you is the first thing that comes into your head when you think about what would you do in life knowing you'd fail. Found that very interesting. I put it out on Threads and shout out to Big Ads 84 who had the best response to what would I do in life knowing I'd fail. He responded, becoming a parent. I thought that was lovely. So shout out to you, Ads. Anyway, hope you're enjoying the album. I'll be live streaming some Elden Ring. I'm finally getting some free time. I made like a few months worth of reels and a few months worth of YouTube videos surrounding the music. So I got some free time coming up. I would love to play some Elden Ring. Get my eye right in before that DLC comes out in June. We got plenty of time, but I plan to stream the heck out of that. So I want to be in good shape. Yeah, I hope you're well. Life is good. Sorry you haven't heard from me in a while doing one of these, but honestly didn't have much to say. Which, you're welcome. Not many people in this game will shut the fuck up when they don't have something to say, but it's something I pride myself on. So, yeah, I'll hit you back on the next one. Until then, come say hello on some of the live streams. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying the album. If you are, like and subscribe. I don't think there's anything else to tell you, so thank you.